You look good, you have all of the something there about you. Yes, Goody!
Hey guys! We can't be happy. You know Mary J. Blige, be happy? Be happy. You know, so that's my go-to song.
You just sit down and like look for like Mary J. Like you said, Mary J. Blige, be happy.
Yeah, but me now I'm bad mood. That song there is a Negro spiritual. Me hear Charlamagne the God said that poem Breakfast Club the other day, and I was like, oh, I never related to anything more. Anyways,
You share things with Charlamagne the God.
I do. I really like him.
Oh wow, you love him like that?
I love him like that. I'm reading too about them.
Oh, you love him like that?
Yeah, I love him like that.
Okay. He's your God. Charlamagne, your God.
It's one God. You don't know. Boss man. Welcome back to another episode of the Goodgal podcast. This is season 2, episode 5.
Oh, it's forget.
That's why you have me. We're going good though. We're going good. Did you miss me last week?
I did.
Sell out the ends.
No, man, I was homesick.
Both you sick. Sell out the ends. Man, you're gone with.
Who?
Huh?
No, I'm gonna see man. Well, you know, send me day back and thing. Some better.
No monkeypox, no COVID.
No.
Okay. Just making
Just
sure.
start our life. I see.
I said, work secure. Ay, no. That is the mood. So how was your week other than the sickness, friend?
You know, the week been okay. You know, I was having a good day yesterday, which is rare. I always have okay days.
Yeah.
I was having a good day yesterday. I must say, wow.
Did you have sex?
No.
Oh,
wait. No.
I knew it, bitch.
No, it's not that. It's like then you hear some bad news and just like kind of throw you off and say, don't start. Like, we didn't go good, you know, like, oh, you come by this.
Yeah.
But then you have to push you. But you know, yeah. Well, okay, the week is going good so far. Like, it's not bad, but you know.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Oh, for me, how is my week going? Boy, I'm at work feel heavy. Work feel heavy that weekend, not heavy. Like, no man, the work have boxed me this week, but you don't know a person.
As we can.
That's
the only thing we can
and
do.
then I feel like my influencer life and my work life, like work-life balance, is not my friend right now.
Oh, you have nothing to do?
Yeah, I have enough things to do. So it's like, it's just a lot. So I'm trying to balance. Like right now, I'm going to sit down, I'm going to feel like, may I go so.
At this point, I said choose whatever pay you more tax-free. Like,
no, but you understand, no, none of them pay me enough to leave the other.
That's true. For now.
Look on the life. Jesus. Anyways, but yeah, I mean, I'm having an okay week. I just kind of, you know, trying to figure out the notions. But yeah, I mean, other than that, like, I had a good weekend. I think I had a good weekend. So let's see. And I think I'm going to have a good weekend this weekend.
Oh, your plans?
Oh, plans.
So like money back.
That's with some friends.
I see.
Anyways, so we are jumping right in to what is segment called? Sorry. We're jumping right in. My off balance. We're jumping right into the goodie of the week.
Yeah.
The goodie of the week.
Okay, this week's goodie of the week is the Sandz Caribbean Music Festival. Weird. But they did a back to school charity event in Pembroke at Pembroke Hall's Community Center for back to school, giving out like book bags and all of that. And I thought it was pretty cool.
No, that's nice.
Nice, don't
That's so nice. For me,
you know, I love face to talking to mic.
It's so far. Come here.
I'm not gonna even edit this out for people to see and know the real you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Anyways, no, I think that's really nice because, like, you know, you make all of this money, but no one make the money. And it's good to see that they're international in terms of this music festival because it's that big, guys. And to see that they're really giving back to a community.
Yeah.
I find that's really nice. Like, you hardly ever see people in promoters like that. Like, I've hardly ever seen it. I think I've seen it probably once before where they're actually giving back to a community. And this is like, yo, like, commendable. Very, very commendable, I would say.
I think so too. Like, and I like the fact that they had like a line for you to contribute if you wanted. And I saw videos. They had like games and all of that. And then like they had a lot of influencers there. So I think it was really nice to see a party because it's like. We don't think of like they didn't have to do that. Like nobody's gonna expect them to do that.
Yeah.
So the fact that they thought of that as a collective was really cool.
I think that
back to school expensive.
No, and I think it speaks to their characters as individuals. They're not just for money making. They're for giving back as well and giving back to the people that made them. Made them reach where they are right now. Because us as Jamaicans, really help them to evolve the brand to where it is now. So I think that's very fantastic. And big up the Sandz man them.
Yeah, big up the Sandz man them.
Yeah,
that was really nice. So that was the goodie of the week.
Yes.
And now we're jumping into our hot topics.
Hot topics.
Okay, so this week's hot topic by the name of the episode is singleness.
And what about it? And what about it?
And what about it? Okay, so there was a study done in the UK. So it says that younger and middle-aged men are the loneliest they've been in generations, and it's probably going to get worse, right? So over the last 30 years, men have become a larger portion of the growing group of long-term single people. And while you don't actually need to be in a relationship to be happy, men typically are happier and healthier when partnered. So they said here are 3 broad trends in the relationship landscape that suggest that heterosexual men are in a rough road ahead. So they have dating apps. When you're just starting to date, you recently divorced. The only problem is that, so for example, 62% of users on dating apps are men. So that's only, so if you're heterosexual, that only leaves you with 48% of women, right? Relationship standard. With so many options, it's not surprising that women are increasingly selective based on relationship
they have more options?
gurus. Yeah, so they're saying women are selective now. So before, it's
I mean that them could have
they could have just go do the bare minimum. So women are selective now.
Okay. The standards have risen.
Okay, cool. And skills deficit. So for men, this means that the relationship skills gap, if not addressed, will likely lead to fewer dating opportunities and longer periods of singleness. There's less patience for poor communication skills today. The problem for men is that emotional connection is a life-bound, healthy long-term love and it requires all the skills that families still are non-consistently teaching young boys. So,
wow, this is heavier than I thought. Damn, girl. Wow, is this a epidemic? Is this a pandemic?
It's a study, but it's saying that basically men are becoming lonelier. Women are not usually it's the reverse. Women are the ones that are single and more lonely and all of that. But now you don't have that. So what is your take? What is your take on singleness and all of that? Is it recent in front?
Wow,
what do I have? I don't know, boy.
Anyways, you're so funny. Anyways, singleness. I don't think there's anything wrong with singleness. What I find interesting about that study, though, it really caught my eyes. Where they said that, where we're alluding to the fact that the female standards have,
basically risen. Yeah.
And I think it's because nowadays I feel like women are kind of carrying their own weight too.
And communicating more.
Yeah, they're communicating more of what they want and communicating more of what they don't want. While some people have a very long checklist that is a little sometimes unrealistic. I'm not gonna lie to you because it's the 80-20 rule, guys. Ain't nobody gonna have 100% of what you're looking for.
Period.
Right? I feel like we're so steadfast in what we want and what we think we are worth, and so the worth of individuals or females have increased to the point where we're just like, nah, this ain't it. I'm a head out. And so it's very interesting to see that men are more single than, I guess, singleness is more of a plague to men than women. We're now, I guess, fully enjoying or embracing the single life more than men. Because of course we know that men handle single life I think very differently. What do you think?
I don't know. Okay, because like, as a member of the single community that never wants to leave me alone, hi. Because, all right, like, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be so transparent and so honest and all of that, right? So for me, I can't necessarily relate to this study. I can relate in some senses because, yes, I've been single. I've had boyfriends here and there, but nothing long term that would say, you transition into, like, say I've been with somebody for over like 2 years or something that seems like it's gonna go somewhere, right? I think that singleness is difficult for me personally, right?
Okay.
So in terms of, so it's more like I would like to have a boyfriend. However, I don't want just any boyfriend.
You're not settling.
I'm not settling in terms of like I'd rather
you don't
be
want
alone.
a man so bad.
I don't want a man so bad. I'd rather be alone than to take up foolishness. However, I do believe I would prefer to have a partner, in all honesty, right? Because there are days when work hard, when things are, and sometimes you just want a person.
Yeah, you do.
That comfort.
And it's not just as like, oh, the companion. I mean, you don't have a dog.
Yeah.
It's like it's different, like that human connection.
Yeah,
that your person. Everybody needs a person.
Yeah.
I feel like.
Sometimes you need like a black back blown out and little.
Outside of that,
a little,
everybody needs a person that they can, I guess, rely on. You have family and friends, but it's just like, everybody. It's nice to have a little person in a corner.
Because my love language is quality time.
Yeah, but no, as we heard last week, you want inner them skin.
More inner your skin, more like quality time is like high up there. I love acts of service. So like, if I call you and say, oh gosh, I'm so hungry, bring me food. Or something like that. Like,
you eat, maybe bring you something.
Or just like those little things, those little tidbits that you get. So like, my male friends do it for me, but no, they're my man, they're my friend. It's not like...
And you do know that when they, obviously embark on their relationships, it's different. The friendship changes a little bit, which you have to understand and you have to respect as well, right?
But it's just, I think that for like... So I get what it's saying, because I think that I think women have more had to accept that if I want a certain thing, I'm gonna have to possibly remain alone. Like, I have a contingency plan for my life.
Yeah.
And there are things that I refuse to do.
Yeah.
If it happens, okay, I'll face it like a woman. But I don't want to have a child out of wedlock. That's my personal choice. Not that I judge anybody who does it, but I prefer not to.
Okay, cool.
Because I feel like these men switch up so quick, and I just don't want... And I feel like pregnancy is something that we don't talk about enough, because your body goes through so much.
Right.
There's
and
so
your
much emotions.
And hormones.
I can die giving birth to your big-head pitney, and I would just want to make sure that, like, I'm married to the person, we have things in place, we have plans for life.
And I've seen married people really raise their child on their own too, so don't get it twisted. I've seen it.
That's true. It's not a security blanket as much as it used to be. It's not a security blanket. Facts.
Right.
So funny. I spoke about that yesterday.
No, man, I see where I've seen. I was just like, wow, you have a whole husband and your whole family have to really be trying to help you raise this child, because he's nowhere to be found, never home.
Hey, I'm afraid of them husband there.
Yeah. You're babysitting. How you babysit your own child? So I always found that this is strange. And like when I hear men say you're babysitting, I said babysit.
Or them say, I'll take care of my kids. You're supposed to.
It just sounds like, I guess,
I'll take care of my kids. Okay.
Babysit sounds like it's not your child. Maybe just the connotation I have in my head. It sounds
babysitting sounds like it's not your child.
Right. And I was like,
it does. It sounds ridiculous.
It's giving taking care of my children. Like, I mean, spend time with my child.
I am spending time with my son.
Right.
Not babysitting.
No. So this is strange.
It is. It's a lot strange. I imagine your mother saying I'm babysitting. It's weird. I have my child today. It's like I have my child today.
It's giving nanny.
So I don't know, but I think that's I know that like marriage is not a security blanket, but I would prefer, because I am making the assumption that anybody that I marry will be somebody that I've discussed with. Come just now, I don't know, I'll just so.
Right.
Somebody I discussed with, somebody that I trust enough, so I would prefer to have a child while being married.
Okay.
If it happens outside of wedlock, Lord help me, but I don't want it to happen. So like, because you have those standards and whatever, and you don't want that, I'd rather, which is weird, I said this to a male friend the other day and he was confused, I'd rather like have a contingency plan,
Which
right?
is what? Have a child on your own.
No, not even that. I'd rather adopt a child.
Right.
Yeah, adopt a child than push out. Like, so if I get to like, let's say 37, 38 and I don't have like, I'm not married, I don't have a partner or something like that, I would adopt a child.
Okay.
Right? And I would just raise that child on my own. So I feel like women, I just said that to say, I feel like women have contingency plans for things now. So we don't necessarily need
a man.
Man. It's not like one time when we needed to do certain things or we require. So maybe that is it. And but on the flip side, I think with men, it's like having a wife to cook for you, to wash your clothes, to do all of those things. I think men like to be pampered.
Oh, for
and I
sure.
think women are used to kind of having to take care of. Cause if you did have a man or not, you have to do them something for yourself.
Right.
If you understand what I'm saying.
Right.
I think, I don't think it's not a requirement. I think so much women, most of us know it. I think it's coming from a single parent household. We've seen our mothers.
Right, so it's not, we're not
even
like.
if you have a present father.
Yeah.
Your mother, a lot of us come
so
from
you're not like,
households.
you're not, it's not shocking. This reality is not like nothing new. Oh my God, it's like a fish out of water. No, it's just like, all right, I'm gonna do this thing.
Yeah. So, but in terms of singleness, right? Because you touched on a point earlier that unrealistic standards. I think that is also a thing. I feel like, because there's a part of me, right, that feels like, because in one thing I can say, in getting older, I don't know about you, but for me,
you sometimes you talk like you're there the word, you're there long time, me.
No, but I'm
like,
it's just experiencing things I've never felt before. So before it's like, say you always want to get married and have a picnic and whatever. But like as I'm getting older, like my birthday is coming up, it's like the desire is screaming and knocking at my door every second. Like I don't know. And then I feel like a lot of people aren't honest about this, but we as a generation, I feel like, or what I see, what is like, if you're not supposed to care, like, girl, who cares about that man? Move on, get a new man. Like you see it all over TikTok.
Right. Them say man about an pillow every night. Don't get it twisted.
No, that's what I'm saying. But it's like we're not being honest.
Well, and then you're also, negating people's feelings, which I feel like is honest. It's okay to mourn.
It's okay to
something, or it's okay to feel away or sad.
But then that's the thing. Like, is it? So it's like, are we being honest with ourselves, not just as women, but as people? That like, we want this relationship, or we want to be whatever, and then do we fight for it because relationships aren't perfect.
No, but then I think sometimes you're also so scarred from past experiences that we're afraid to like share these emotions, or I guess wear the emotions on your sleeve because you're afraid for you look like an idiot. Cause me, I am that. I am terrified to look like an idiot. Like me.
Oh no.
Fear for shame.
You know what's funny?
Fear for shame.
I'm almost too vulnerable. So like, because somebody told me the other day that I am the most intense and emotional person that they've ever met.
Really?
It made me think, and I was like, him full of shit.
Is it that he's just the most cold person you've ever met?
Could be.
You know
right?
what I'm saying?
I know, I thought about that too, right? But he said it in a joking way, but I think when people say it's serious, right? But I think he's just very dry and cold. However, it made me start to think about how vulnerable I am, and it's like, because when I enter into a situation, which I don't know if it's a good thing, I don't carry past grievances into a new situation.
Oh, nice.
So I give you, I don't.
You give you the benefit of the doubt.
I try to give you the benefit of the doubt, right? However, if you give me a slight instant of mistrust, that's when the feelings come in of what happened
so
in the past.
What you've suppressed before is now unearthed because it's like
of something that you would have had to do, right? But I don't go into it with like past grievances, which is, I don't know, necessarily a good thing, because you should go into everything cautious and take your time, but I go in very vulnerable and open about my feelings and my expectations and all of that. So it's almost like, but then when you do that, it's like, you see so many, like, even I have a friend, when you talk to her, she's like, no, you're not supposed to do this, or like, it's like a lot of games.
Yeah, it's
a lot of games. And
nowadays, new age, yes, really.
It's like you have to play the game, or don't like let him call you. Don't
but I feel like Jano Star, I can't just pick up the phone.
I can't just pick up the phone and call you. If I think go see him, I want to talk to you. I can't just call you. That's how me feel. Right?
I agree. No, I agree, because I'm just
but it's like everybody.
But I'm too old to be playing those games, sis.
And it makes me feel like they make me feel like my approach is wrong.
No, well, I don't know. It's wrong. It's probably wrong for the right. It's wrong to them because it's not the right person, right?
But then there's so many. Like, oh God, there's so many wrong persons. I'm tired. Like, I just feel like. But it's just how it is. You see, as I say, you scroll TikTok, you see so much. Ladies, this is how you do whatever.
Because everybody's a dating expert on social media, and everybody's gonna use their own experiences to really define how people should live their lives. It's strange to me.
And that's why I said the singleness topic, the way we talk about and focus on relationships and romantic relationships. Do we really not care about singleness, or care about relationships, or care about these niggas, like how we love to say, as much as we say we don't? Because it's like, I'm not ashamed to say, I'm not ashamed to say I want a man, or I don't think there's a point in my life where I'll never not need a man.
Right.
So whether it's my father,
right.
my male friends, I need some form of male companionship or something. So it's like, I want a man, I need a man in some way, shape, or form. And it's like, when you say that, it's like,
how dare you, clutches pearls. But it's just the reality. This is how you feel, and it's okay for you to express that.
But it's like, that's why I say is it though? Because the way how we speak and the way how we act, it's like this big wrong thing.
Oh yeah,
right?
I agree. It's like this big taboo, like.
So then that's why I said I know what the study is saying and it's showing, but
because the world is teaching you to be cold, more than anything else. Yeah, it's teaching you to be cold. If you also listen to the music, even, it's just so cold and emotionless as opposed to, back in the day. And it's just like, that's why it makes you feel like you being so vulnerable is also so wrong, when really and truly it was just you being a human being and connecting with your human emotions and your human feelings, which is okay. So I think because we're so pulled back from the idea of expressing ourselves in a very open and honest way and just being so vulnerable, because people really in the past and media would have told you like, yo, people could trample all over you, blah blah blah. It's just, I guess there's levels of vulnerability, which is something that you just have to learn to kind of.
Yeah, but then the thing is, right, because the thing is with singleness or whatever, and this may be controversial, but I think nowadays what I'm seeing is that men are more willing to compromise than a woman is. So that could be a part of the study. Because, for example, right, a man, to me, I'm not saying women should compromise. I'm just saying that, like, there are things, I think, like, men will more likely pick up a woman.
True, because I feel,
more men who pick up a woman with just who she is.
Yeah, no,
just love her personality, how she looks. And even you ever see some like rich, like I've seen. There's one particular like I'm thinking of. I'll tell you out there. Like a rich person, and them take up like a very she don't have no special shape, she don't have no special looks, she not specially talented, but he likes her and he married to him through she for married to.
Or a guy will probably take up an unemployed woman, or an uneducated, officially uneducated woman, and be okay with that.
I saw a quote that says a man will build up a woman, and a woman will not.
Yeah.
Not all women will build up a man, and it's true, right?
No, that's true. That's so true.
Men don't want to build them either.
Please don't.
But I'll support you. But I think that that's why I said I think men are more willing to compromise and say, okay, you know,
They are.
I have this and I do this.
I definitely agree with
The
that.
brokest girl no want no broke man.
They don't have this long list of requirements either. I think we obviously have that more. We have more of
like
those
you.
requirements.
They just have to like your energy. They just have to like your vibe.
Wow, that is so funny.
So that's why I say it's like, so is it a thing where they're lonelier, or is it because we have kind of changed the dynamic and we're kind of more like we think? So that's why I said it's like there's two parts.
We also think very differently. I feel like fundamentally that's just that men are from Mars, women are from Venus.
Yeah, no, okay. Fundamentally, the thoughts fine, but it's like, are we almost? Because sometimes I hear some women talk and it's like, it's unrealistic.
Very. And I'm just like,
extremely unrealistic.
Please stop. Because the magazine, where is this coming from? Where is he coming from? And they wait and they say, no, I'm going to wait for the perfect man.
Yeah. So
I say, you plan to have 10 cats. That's it.
And I think that, like, when you talk to, like, older people who've been in relationship for 20 odd years, 30 odd years, all of that, they've gone through things.
Hell yes. And by the way, guys, just to be clear, we're not romanticizing struggles in a relationship.
Yeah, I mean, I believe in a struggle love. But that's not what the man might give, but then I beat you.
No, it's also like do you know the little post them sometimes, boy? You remember that post on Twitter that time that people was going around where it's just like, he was just like, yo, you're not a princess in the bunch.
Oh no, he was crazy.
I said,
no. I'm not romanticizing like struggle or whatever. I'm not doing that, right? I'm just saying that.
Me are the princess to you. I'm
that's
feel that way there.
But I think that we are not willing to fight for connections anymore.
I think so too.
I think so. Because
too.
one thing would be, I'm going to fight. I'm going to try. I'm going to say, baby, I'm going to fix this.
Yeah. And I guess it depends.
And I've never to this date found a fighting spirit like mine.
It fights, sis.
No, my fight.
It's giving Mortal Kombat.
No, honestly. Yeah. No, man. Call of Duty, everything. Yeah, man. Me fight. I'll fight for my relationships because I feel like a good connection is so rare.
It's so rare.
So the world will against you.
If you have a good base, I feel like it's okay to
if the world will against you. Yo,
it's once you have that good base and you see where it's worth
for, right? So I'll try and I'll fight with you and I'll say, okay, let's work this out. Let's see what can happen. But I don't think I've never found anybody that matched that fighting spirit. So it almost makes you question. It makes me question sometimes how
are you like wrong?
Is this not normal?
Yeah.
But what I've realized is that, and I talk to older people and I talk to people who have been in relationships for a long time, you have to choose each other. Like, I feel like love and relationships and all of that is choosing each other. Yeah. So despite everything that's going on out there, no matter how much them no matter how much you want them have money, all of them somewhere,
the pressure is getting worse.
You choose your person. Yeah. So I think that we don't have that. So I think that's why there is, an increased, and I think men are more honest and will honestly say that. I think women are more these days. It's like, man, I need a man. Like,
you know what? So I also realized, and this is the last point on this, is that a lot more people are going to therapy.
True.
So what they've come to realize, because sometimes your traumas, either childhood, teenage, whatever, manifest itself in adult relationships. I promise you. Yeah. Trust me. And so because people are more in tune to the idea of seeking mental health or prioritizing mental health or seeking professional advice, they're okay now. They've really been able to resolve their trauma and be okay with themselves. Increasing their self-worth and confidence in knowing that they can get this person, they can wait for that right person because they know that they're not at that optimal level of self, and they say, yo, I am this, I am a 10 and I'm going to wait for the equal 10.
And then I feel like on that point, people are accepting love in different forms. Yeah. So the love that, like, women, I know friends who are like, I rather the love of my friends and the love of than I'm the love of family.
And then I was also having this conversation the other day. Your soulmate also may not be your romantic partner too.
Your soulmate can be a friend.
Soulmate can be a dog.
Wow.
You know? So it's like people are finding different ways of fulfilling that emptiness of love. So it's like there's not this rush to be like in a relationship. Nice, you know. Them something that nice and so. But it's not like the top priority, you know, people are prioritizing different things like their professional and personal.
Because remember back in the day when you were 25, 26 and you don't get married, it's like, oh my God, the world's gonna end.
Like,
something wrong with you. Wait on a picnic, won't you?
Something wrong with you. Like,
But no, I think we are doing better family planning. We're considering all the
and as Black people, we're also doing way better.
Yeah. So it's not necessarily a bad thing. I just think we have to be careful with it. Because for me, I'm honest, I'm vulnerable, I'll always be. But I think it's for me, how I am, it's hard to find a partner or somebody who values the same value or has the same.
And you will find that person, like, you know, though they discourage. They'll be like, oh, I can no longer be vulnerable. You just start get cold to the world, because I mean, it's rare. It's rare to find people that
these sleeves. The heart is on it.
All right, sis. I thought it was Anyways, you rarely find people who can be still so vulnerable, even after anything that they've gone through. As an adult, you've just gone through it. As a Black person, you know, in a third world country as well, Jesus, you've gone through it. So it's just. Don't change that fundamental you, because I feel like the day you change, it's gonna be like, wow, why am I changing? You change for what?
Self. Like as long as I'm being my authentic self,
and that's what's important. Somebody accepting you in your authentic self, I think is very much important. That's a part of the base connection that people don't find, and people yearn for. Yearn, right? Yearn, yes.
But no, that makes sense. I think. To conclude, I guess that study is interesting, but I think for me, I think men are more vulnerable. I'm proud of women though who have realized their worth outside of men. Which is like we've always associated our worth with a man. So I'm proud of the women for doing that. I just don't want it to. I don't want.
You don't want to be
too. Good thing.
You also don't want to be too hyper independent to the point where you start repelling everything and everyone that cares about you.
And I also think that in how we are, there's some choose your fight. Know what to fight for, when to stop, when to not. I think you have to choose your fight.
You do.
For me.
You do.
Yeah.
Amen. This was fruitful.
This was very.
It's giving mature.
It's giving nice and mature. I was very honest. So
as always.
This was our hot topics.
Yes.
So jumping right in to this week's listener question.
Listener letters.
Okay, this one is funny. So what was your most embarrassing day ever?
Girl, let me tell you. No, I don't have an embarrassing day ever. I'm not going to lie to you. But you know what's embarrassing continuously? Me trying to open the heavy door at TGI. That is continuously embarrassing. And I really
That can't be the most embarrassing.
No, the most embarrassing moment. I'm just saying, like, God damn, they need to fix that door, because that is embarrassing. Like, you really feel like a hot girl sometime and you're going out.
Yeah, still.
It's you know, like
TGI, that's a problem. No offense to the people in business.
No, I mean, I haven't gone in months, but I'm just saying, like, when they do grace, please. Okay. The door is so heavy. Gosh darn it. I don't know. I have to think about this. I was really thinking about this earlier because I was just like, wow, what is my most embarrassing moment? And I'm not going to lie to you. All I do is suppress in life to cope. So it's hard for me to unearth these things that are way back in the back of my brain. To be like, yo, I remember that time.
I know mine. I actually told somebody the other day, like, I just thought about it because I told somebody over the weekend. So it's very funny, right?
Go ahead, please.
So it's like, it has to do with me losing my virginity. So I lost my virginity at, I think, Daddy, stop watching if you are.
You don't have to tell the age, sis.
Yeah, okay. I was an age, right? Yeah, I can tell the age. I don't care. I think I was like 17 turning 18. Yeah, I think I was like 17 or 18. I was 18, yeah. And anyways, like it's my boyfriend of like a year and something. Like I was so in love with
Love out.
it's the first like woo
Yeah.
boo. It's my first year as boyfriend, right? And we were together for a couple of years after that. So anyways, we said, we're gonna do the nasty. So he came over to my place. And he was just here and whatever, and like, you're a virgin, so it's not like very smooth. It's not a smooth ride.
Right.
Losing your virginity is horrible. They act like it's this most.
Mine wasn't horrible. I'm not gonna lie to you.
What? Mine was horrible. And so let me tell you what happened. So he went to the bathroom, and like it wasn't going in, right? So he went to the bathroom, and I said, "Oh, he's like, you have lotion, whatever.
Lotion.
I don't know why we used to do that, but people used to do that, right? Lotion."
Mm-hmm.
He took off Nair, okay, hair removal Nair, and put on his diddling and put on my and we just like felt a burn, and we had to rush to the bathroom to like.
Is that the only thing that was available?
I think there was a bunch of products on the counter, but I think he's a guy and he's excited, so he just grabbed something and he just slapped it on, and it was
maybe
dark.
it looked like jergens.
It was dark and he just opened it, slapped it on, and whatever. But it was Nair. It was Nair, and I was just I meant tell you say that wasn't even the embarrassing part, because that could have just been between
because exactly, yeah.
It's my mother having to take me to the gynecologist and me having to explain to the gynecologist what happened.
In front of her, of course.
No, not in front of her at the time.
Just
explaining it. But then it's the medication that had to be bought, because it's like I had like internal burns in my ding-a-ling-ling. So, yes, and I was like, I never had sex again for like a year and a half because I was so scared. I was like, this is God's sign. He's punishing me for having sex.
I wanted to stress out hearing this. What?
Yes. So that's my most embarrassing moment. That I literally, I was like, yeah. But now I'm over, because I would never tell anybody that. But now
you've told the world.
I've told the world.
You've healed.
Because I don't care anymore.
You've healed.
I've healed. Amen.
Internally and now I'm emotionally.
But yeah, that's my most embarrassing that I can recall. Like embarrassing moment, like parents, your man, da 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 da. And you look fool on your see me and with the bathroom shower and
oh my God.
Horrible.
So sad. I'm so sorry to hear. I'm glad they're healed though. But that could have gone very bad.
Man, I didn't have sex for a year, okay? I thought it was like I was cursed. It was
no, man, that was actually like, wow, what a way to experience that experience for the first time.
So I was like, I'll always remember my virginity.
Definitely.
Big up yourself. You know who you are. We're still friends.
Am I what?
Huh? No, I don't think so. But I'm actually gonna send this to him. This is funny because we're still pretty cool. But yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know. Guys. What I really remember mostly when I sit down, because sometimes I think of sometimes I have flashback of things.
Oh no, I have an embarrassing moment banking my head.
No, like I have things that anger me. Yeah, man. So it's like, Jano, remember that time you just get upset all over again, like you replay situation. So it's not more so that I keep embarrassing moments in my brain. It's more so angry moments in my brain.
Okay.
Oh, I'm twisted.
Yeah,
That's not okay. I need to let go and let God. Yeah.
Yeah.
The only other time was, I think I can remember now, is like I was younger and I was just really fascinated by the idea of shaving legs. I was in prep school. I don't remember which grade I was. I would say about grade 3-ish.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hairy, guys. So I've been hairy for some time, alright? So I have hair on my legs. So I was just like, I want my legs to be... I saw
secret model legs.
And I saw this shaver in the bathroom. So I said, okay, I'm gonna shave my legs. So I put on my leg and thing, I'm just a shave. So I was taking a very long time in the shower. My sister bust open the door and she's just like, where I do? And she look and she see me with the shaver and she call my mother. Sis, why I did that? She called my mother and my mother, what you doing? Like, you're not going enough for this. Obviously, like me in a great chief woman that shave legs. Like, I think you're a woman in this. Anyways, she's just like, you know what? I'm gonna make it go to school because I only was able to do like one swipe. So I definitely went to school with one little patch of hair shaved. And she's just like, I'm not making you shave the rest of that. You go to school just like that as your punishment. And I went to school and I wear, obviously, a tunic, guys. Like it's not
Skirt.
pants.
So like in Jamaica,
it's
we
gonna
wear
show.
uniform.
It's gonna
Yeah,
show.
it's gonna
Like,
show.
and that was me with the one
Did
patch
the
of
kids
shape.
tease you?
I don't remember I don't remember. All I know, I felt very embarrassed within myself, and I said, "Mommy, you couldn't just let me just do everything like God know." One little swipe so, and the rest of my foot just eerie. Yeah, man, that was a time.
Lord.
That was a time.
To healing.
To healing.
To healing.
To healing.
So that was your most embarrassing moment ever.
In not ever, I would say that I can recall.
That you can recall.
Yeah.
Mine was ever in life. Nothing has been more embarrassing to date. But yeah, that was the Goodgal podcast.
Yeah, I'm happy to be back, guys.
Yes.
I don't know, I'm gone like so many days long. Been gone long time. I want like a week, but happy to be back. Happy to be here. Happy to be a part of the team.
Well, we will see you next week.
Bye.